Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon fans. Welcome to another PlaySkape Games video. And today we've got even more PSA graded cards from the September 2020 Ludkins Collectables PSA bulk submission. Lots of lovely things to show you. Please also remember, if you want to win the sealed Pokemon VMAX figure collection or the Ultra Premium collection, make sure you click the link below and go to our Gleam giveaway where we're giving away all sorts. We're giving away those wonderful things. But and right now the light is on, so I can actually show you the cards properly. A great start to the video. But yeah, please remember to also head to our link below, check out our eBay store if you want to pick up some of these cards. Shout out to Hey Nicola Collects on Instagram. I probably butchered that username, but yeah, she loves her Snubbles, and everyone loves the Detective Yoshida. So fun fact about this card. For whatever reason, we never got this one in English, and maybe it's something to do with the Japanese actor not, giving his rights away for an English release. I have no idea why we never got Detective Yoshida in. Oh my goodness, the sparkle on this really pops. Obviously, Red's Pikachu, very iconic card. You should while you're playing along at home, you should play the drinking game. Take a shot every time Steven says iconic. I think lovely Heatwave came up with that. Came out of that idea, but yeah, got to see lots of lovely Japanese and vintage cards in this one. You can click, scroll header forward a bit and look at the vintage cards if you're interested in those. But look at that beautiful. I absolutely love these amazing, the amazing rares in Japanese. Got the silver borders, and I just absolutely love how they look. And it's not just one; it's two amazing rare Celebes from Legendary Heartbeat, because also in Japan these were only one per box. Yes, the boxes were slightly cheaper, but I think as a whole in the long term they'll probably be rarer than the English versions, just because so much English product is printed all over the world for many different regions, whereas like these are only intended, like Japanese sets are only intended to be released in Japanese in Japan. And what I love about these is that every single one of them is a Gen Mint 10. The print quality on Japanese cards in general is just absolutely amazing. No pun intended. No pun intended. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, just look at the texturing and the background. And obviously, all of the energies are. And you've got that amazing rare A symbol at the bottom as well. So yeah, very popular release. And then obviously we got them a few months later in legendary. In a Vivid Voltage in English, but like they make the Rayquaza. I think I actually prefer the Rayquaza with the yellow border over the Japanese one. But yeah, we've got a nice Rayquaza there. It's not one but two. It's it's not a Ray. It's a Ray. But yeah, we'll go over into some nice Japanese promos. So unlike the English versions, the Japanese versions of the Champions Festival promos that are given away to competitors at the World Championship, you can see the World Championship stamp there. The Japanese ones are actually a bit easier to grade, so it's not just got one but two Champions Festivals. I'm not sure which one will be on eBay, but there's the back if you want to take a look at those. As well as being on eBay, all of these cards will also be hopefully available for sale most of them should be available for sale at MCM Comic Con Birmingham next week. And if you're watching this video in the future, you can also head to our Facebook page and check out our our event calendar. So because we're going to be at other Comic Cons. I absolutely love this Battle City promo, because in English I think this is just like a regular Black Star promo. It's got the extra holo on it. You can see there's Mewtwo fighting with, I think, is that Palkia or Zekrom? I don't know who that is, but yeah, there's Mewtwo fighting with one of those mid-series gen creatures. Apologies for anyone who's offended by that. So I'm surprised that this one got a 10. So it's beautiful artwork, don't get me wrong. And this was released in Japanese, and we got it ages later, like much later in 2020 when it got released in Vivid Voltage. But I think this was with Darkness Ablaze. I think that looks like the Darkness Ablaze set symbol, but in the Japanese version. But yeah, the centering is quite. It's lucky this one got a 10. It must just the quality of the card just speaks for itself. If it can be that off center, then PSA will still get a 10. This one's much better. This is a much cleaner 10. But yeah, this was I think you got that awesome promo for free when you opened when you got a booster box. And speaking of awesome exclusive promos, so this one was never released in English, and we're never probably going to get it in English. The Dream League booster box, a Cosmic Eclipse booster box, Japanese thing. So you bought a booster box of the Japanese set, and you got this exclusive Lily with Clefairy, or just Clefairy with Lily. And yeah, this has gone quite crazy in the last year or so, considering people now know that are extremely unlikely ever to get it in English. So I think it's like £300, like $400 for a PSA 10. So I do love the Graffiti Pikachu. I've got this one in my personal collection. At the end of the video, I'll also be showing you a bunch of cards that I'm picking up for my personal collection. So the majority of these are for sale on my eBay store, but I also collect, Pikachus and cute cards and stuff. So stick around for the end, and you can see, you can see what's going in my personal collection. We've got to put one of these in the background. I'm going to put the Graffiti Pikachu in the background just because I love Pikachu, and we'll build up a wall of our favourites. So now we're moving to some sort of older Japanese cards now. We've got some Shockwave, like just Tyranitar EX there from one of the older Japanese sets. So you can see there it's also got the first edition stamp in the bottom left. So fun fact about some of these Japanese first edition sets from like some of the older eras. The vast majority of them were printed in first edition. There wasn't actually many that came in unlimited. Not many of them actually had unlimited runs. So it's in some of these Japanese sets, it's actually rarer to find the non-first edition versions than the unlimited versions. So yeah, fun fact there. So I do love the vending series. We never got this Eevee in English, and it's an exclusive artwork done by Mitsuhiro Arita, which is really nice from the vending series. You'd get like a big sheet. You get a sheet of Pokemon cards out of vending machine. You peel them off, and yeah, it's very hard to get 10s on vending cards, but an 8 is always a really good grade on those. And yeah, CD promo. So this is an extra glossy one. Let's see if we can catch it. You probably can't really catch it there, but it's an extra glossy card. The Mewtwo from the CD promo. We've got loads more to get through. We're going to get to some really awesome vintage English cards soon as well. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Gym Heroes, Japanese, always popular. It's a nice 8 on the Dragonair. Lieutenant Surge's Electrobars. Not too much to talk about for these cards, but feel free to pause the video, take a closer look. Leave a comment below if you've got any specific questions about any cards. I'll try and respond to positive comments or people asking questions about the video and the cards and stuff. And yeah, all 4 of those were 8s back to back. That's crazy. Yeah, we've got a nice Nidoking from Gym 2. So we're getting a bit better now. So we got a 9 on the Blaine's Arcanine, which is really nice. Very cool Ken Sugimori artwork there on the Blaine's Arcanine from Gym 2, the Japanese gym set. Oh my goodness, so we got Dark Sizor here. There's sort of like a little swirl going on at the bottom there, like half a swirl. What's half a swirl? Is it a swit or an Earl? Please leave a comment below. But here's probably one of the big highlights from the Japanese. Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. This is the Gem Mint 10 Dark Gengar Neo 4 from the Japanese 2001 Neo set. So, oh my goodness, so take a look. So this is obviously one of my favourite artists, Kasube. It's very similar to Komura in the art style, actually. But yeah, I absolutely love this card. It's beautiful, and yeah, flawless Gem Mint 10. Obviously, all these scratches are on the plastic bag itself. I mean, this card deserves to be taken out, actually. I'll take a few of them out if I see something out. We'll just give it a quick wipe, and there you go. Just going to appreciate it in all its beautiful glory. And again, that's just on the case. PSA 10, Gengar. So that's a really nice one. Let's see if we can get you up there without falling into Pikachu. Yeah, nice. So we got some more. So this is the last of the Japanese. We got the Versus series. So again, exclusive artwork only for this release by Yukamori. Does all the claymation ones, and it's a Gem Mint 10 for the Bruno's Machamp. And of course, first edition again as well. Right, so now into English vintage. Thank you everyone for sticking through the Japanese, if you're not much of a fan of Japanese, but I hope you appreciated the cards nonetheless. Not one, but 2 PSA 10 PSA 10 Ancient Mew promo cards. Everyone does love an Ancient Mew. Really nice to see those. It's quite hard to get them in a 10, and the majority of our Ancient Mews come back as 8s and 9s, and they're from like pack fresh from the little sealed packs, just because they get scratched easily. It's a lot of surface areas to be scratched. Centering is also quite an issue. This is a nightmare to get as a 10. So PSA 9 of this Mew, again, lots of holo from the Southern Islands binder. You can see there's if you're a Charizard fan, a little bonus Charizard there and a bit of Pidgeotto action going on there. But very popular, the Southern Islands Mew. Very difficult to get as a PSA 10. So then the 9 goes for over $500, like $600-700. I can't remember. It's just very expensive. But shining cards. So the meme from the E4 forums. What should I buy? So this is like someone going to a group of collectors and saying, what cards should I buy to make the most money? Like, it's pretty much, it's a meme basically. But yeah, nice shining Tyranitar there. Right, we've got here Politoads. I really like the kind of like the background going on. There's that of course that is a Kamoya. You know straight away that's a Kamoya card. Beautiful artwork. 7 there. Another first edition Steelix. We had one in our last returns, but this one is a 6, a bit better than the 5 that we had. It's mostly just like hollow scratching. It's kind of like, you know, dot dinks and stuff in the card. But so this first edition actually is rarer than the Unlimited, because in the English releases they actually printed a bunch of Unlimited as well. So first edition ones are slightly rarer. But yeah, you got the Legendary Collection Beedrill with that crazy mad fireworks pattern. Like, it's 4th of July, for like 5th of November, like 3, 2, 1, psh, like 3, 2, 1, psh. Ooh, like the fireworks pattern. Everyone loves. So back in the day when those fireworks pattern cards came out, people were like, they look fake because they were very similar to a bunch of like stickers that, you know, people would you know, have the fake stickers. Those ones. Nice bit of swell going on there by the Sabrina. Extra psychic power from Sabrina there. But yeah, the fireworks ones are just absolutely beautiful. People absolutely love the holo on those. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Legendary Collection ones. I need to get that Pikachu, Reverse Holo Pikachu Legendary Collection at some point. We've got some nice 7s. So these grades aren't too bad. So you may be thinking that, you know, 7s are quite bad for Wizards of the Coast, but PSA are grading a lot. I think like if I sent these cards like a year later, like 2019, there probably would have been more 8s from these 7s. But you know, PSA are grading you know, vintage a lot more harshly, and this is not just me saying this. Go and watch TCA Gaming's like Rusty's PSA returns videos. You know, go and check out other things. Maybe the 6 might be a bit harsh on the old Magneton, but yeah, and I think still a 6 and above is still very good for a vintage card, unless you're getting it for like pack fresh. If you get it pack fresh and it comes back as a 7, you'll be sad. But yeah, so look at all the extras. So much holo going on in this Kangaskhan. I really love the Kangaskhan. Mitsuhiro Rita again. Right, loads more. So this is probably one of the nicer of the vintage ones. We got a PSA 8 on the base set Gyarados. So the original Gyarados there. Again, getting 9s are quite tough nowadays. So 8's like a much more achievable grade for potentially like near mint ones in people's collections and folders. So we've got here the Chansey, nice PSA 7 base set, some more base set action. So one of the other highlights is the Venusaur, base PSA 8 on the Venusaur. Very happy to see that. We'll take this out of its little baggie as well, just so we can get a, you know, get a closer look on the Venusaur. It's really nice. Everyone loves the Venusaur. It's receiving a lot more attention now, obviously because of the you know, the classic collection cards. Again, a lot of this is just dirt on, you know, light scratching on the case, but yeah, really nice. PSA 8 there on the Venusaur. Put that next to these guys if we can without it falling over. Go. So these are going to be 3 of the highlights, but there's still there's some really nice other cards in. I'll bring this forward a little bit as well. There you go. There you go. Got that lovely Gengar right in the middle. Like a nice mixture of Pikachu's, Japanese and modern there. So obviously you've got to have some lower grade Venusaurs as well. PSA 2. So some people collect 1 to 10 on the grades for the base set cards. So it's nice to get that there. Got the 3 there. So if you've got a 1, you might as well pick up the 2 and the 3 at the same time. So more Blastoises, 5 again. The base trio, like I just grade regardless of what the condition is on these. I just end up grading them anyway because people just love the base trio. Like this Blastoise looks worse than that Venusaur that got a 2, but what do I know? What do I know? But yeah, the base trio always super popular, super iconic. Take a shot if you're playing the drinking game, and yeah, there's some PSA. So now we're moving into a bit later, 2003. So I'm quite sad. So this is one of my probably main disappointments from this huge returns. Like, there's not been too many disappointments. For the most part, I've been really happy with the grades, especially the modern and like the super vintage English stuff. But problem is with these reverse holos from these eras is that they are, you know, they get scratched very easily. I mean, most of those scratches you can see there are actual proper scratches, but aside from that, the card looks great on the back. So there's probably like, maybe I missed some indents, I don't know, but I couldn't have been indents on most of these because the vast majority of these Sandstorm reverse holos are PSA 6. So Maybe, oh yeah, I mean, obviously this might be worthy of the 6, but the Pikachu looked like it was in like really nice condition. So what do I know? What do I know, guys? I don't know. But yeah, these will just be nice little pickups for people at the MCM Comic Con. Most of these should still be listed on our website, you know, PlaySkape Games on eBay and on our eBay store. They should be listed on there, but they're going to be, most of these will be in like the we're gonna have a couple of boxes that'll be like 95 or less, and maybe like a 45 or less box, or like 50 or less box. I'm not sure I'm going to do with the pricing just yet, but anything over 95 is probably going to be in a special display case, so you can still see them, and you can ask for us to take them out. And yeah, love the artwork on this, beautiful. That's one of my favorite Jolteons, I think. Look at that, that's really nice. But yeah, there'll be a nice mixture of cards if you come to our live events. I am looking out for other events. We might be at London Anime and Gaming Convention in London in February, in early February. We might go to the London Card Show. It's a one-day event in London, southwest of London, I think. It's mostly for sports collectors, but obviously there's a lot of cross-interest between Pokemon, and there is a lot of Pokemon people there and stuff. So like, yeah, sometimes you get, you know, them in the baggies and they get hairs in them and stuff, but that's fine. That's just a hair. But yeah, we're going to be at more live shows. Make sure you keep an eye on our Facebook. You know, and also if you want 10% discount on any of the cards here on the listed prices on our eBay, just message us on Instagram, PlaySkape Games on Instagram, or on Twitter, or those kind of places. So as you can see here, they're all of these you know, mid-vintage, like sort of later vintage cards. For me, vintage is kind of like 2009 or earlier. I think like the, you know, the Heart Gold, Soul Silver kind of stuff is kind of like that. But most of the older collectors will probably say vintage is like 2003 or earlier. But yeah, as you can see from a lot of these cards, like all of the 5s and 6s, they're being super harsh on just any kind of little hollow scratches and stuff. I have no idea whether I just got this grader at a bad day, but the modern cards, you know, the same submission, the previous video, like that, you know, that Gengar, like everything else seems like, you know, in decent nick. So I don't know, but it's fine. Like these are, I didn't pay that much for these when I got these cards. I mean, look at that beautiful Ampharos, but I didn't pay that much for these, obviously, when I picked them up originally, because I bought these all raw, and I bought them as part of job lots. So I'm sure whatever price these go for will still make me very happy and help me purchase more cards. Like I've been purchasing a lot of those stamp promo boxes from Japan, the one with the Beauty Under the Moon, the Pikachu one, and the little Cramorant, the Birds one as well. So I've been getting a couple of those. Like I like exclusive Japanese things a bit more than, you know, stonking first edition kind of like flexing Charizard stuff. But you know, each to their own. Like, you know, hashtag entrepreneur. I'm not really into that kind of stuff, but you know, if you like going for, you know, Charizards and, you know, only first edition base, only PSA 10, whatever, like, you know, fair play to you. Like, that's the great thing about Pokemon collecting, is that, oh, so quick say, so this was only given away at the Origins Game Fair in America. Huge, you know, huge game fair in America in 2007. Really nice, kind of like exclusive Charmander / Ditto there, if you're a fan of either of those Pokemon. But yeah, like, you know, fair play to anyone who is into like collecting those. But that's the great thing about Pokemon. You can just, you know, you can collect whatever you want. You can only go for Pikachus. You can only go for Pichus. Like my friend Camillo, he loves his Raticates. He just, you know, all the busted rats. Like, that's a great thing. Like, you know, you don't have to be, you know, shoehorned into one bracket. You shouldn't feel pressured to, you know, only collect PSA Gem Mint 10s, only collect first edition base PSA 9s or 10s or whatever. Like, you just collect whatever you want. Like, I'm starting a little Charmander collection for a lovely person. You know, my friend's going to be starting a Gengar collection, so he might not go for graded Gengars, but you can pick up so many raw, like, you know, Gengars at such good prices. Like, if you just put them in a binder. You know, some people, again, binder collection, just put together like a nice binder collection. You know, there's so many options for people to decide like what they want to do. You know, like you just got so much choice. Like, that's what I love about Pokemon and just collecting in general. Really nice 9 on the Venusaur here from the Green Cyclone TD. Huh. I swear that, isn't that like... Oh, do you know what? It is? I think that's because it's Cosmos Holo. Ah! I'm going to put that to the side. Well, yeah, so that's pretty cool. That was a different release. I thought that was the Crystal Guardians like main set card. That's really cool. So even I get surprised sometimes by, you know, by these set cards. If you see a Cosmos Holo on a set card, unless it's like base set 2, most of the time it will mean like it's a special promo release, like the Charizard from like legendary collection, I think it is. Like, you know, some more awesome Gengars here. We got this one. So this was only given away from gym challenges. So I'm like worlds qualified. So that means like the equivalent of like league challenges. And then I think they probably must have changed them over to the city championships before they then became league challenges, obviously a lot later. But yeah, nice secret rare Pikachu there from Legend Maker. So there's some sort of Cosmos, but it's not exactly a Cosmos. It's not like a, you know, striking Cosmos, if you know what I mean. But yeah, nice Mewtwo from Holland Phantoms. They're just a regular rare, but you know, it's getting 9s of any kind of older cards is really nice. And I really like this Rayquaza reverse holo from Holland Phantoms. Really nice kind of fire delta species Rayquaza, which is nice. So we're reaching towards the end, where there's also some extra cards, obviously, that I've graded on behalf of a friend, and we're going to show you those as well. I'll let you know about those. Nice little swirl action there on the Crawdant. It's really cool. But so yeah, we're nearly reaching the home stretch. Wow. Okay, there we go. Gem Mint 10. You can see all of those cards that we sent off. Only a handful of 9s from like that 2003, 2007, and then what the one Gem Mint 10s. So yeah, really nice. The Raichu there. So Power Keepers. It's pretty cool. That's getting closer to being modern though, compared to like those Sandstorm cards, which are like 2003. And then straight back to reality with a crash. PSA 7 Skarmory. It's all good though. Oh, I love this Metagross artwork. I haven't seen this one in ages. Power Keepers. And then yeah, obviously if you're going for non-holo cards like this Pop Series, you can see they're Pop Series 2, only in the Pop Series booster packs of Celebi. If you're going for non-holo cards from Vintage, it's slightly easier to grade them because there's no holo, so you're not going to be worrying about holo scratching. And yeah, another sort of budget trophy card here, Victory Medals, really cool. You can see they're Battle Road Spring. I imagine they're like cups or challenges kind of equivalents back then for stores. And yeah, quite disappointing on this. So there must have been like a micro indent I missed on the Mewtwo Rumble card. So you probably get this for the same price as a raw copy of Mewtwo would cost nowadays. But yeah, really nice artwork. And we've obviously got the Mew to go with it to check out there. But thankfully the Mew got an 8, so a bit happier with the Mew on that one. But yes, a lot of these were a year ago. It's sometimes really hard to spot tiny indents. So these cards here, these were all graded on behalf of a good friend of mine, so I'm selling them on his behalf. So if you end up purchasing any of these ones from my eBay store, you know, you'll also be helping out 2 people, not just him, but also not just me, but also him as well. So wow, the Clefairy, PSA 9 of the Clefairy, first ever Clefairy, which is really nice. Not a full-on first edition. So obviously if it hasn't got the symbol, the rarity symbol, that's no rarities. That's slightly earlier, but still, these obviously still predates first edition basic English by like 3 years, which is awesome. Nice Dragonite there, first edition. Again, must be just a tiny like indent somewhere. It's quite hard to see them through the cases, but really nice cards. And yeah, this guy's been super awesome helping me out over the past few years. Done a lot of good trades, a lot of good deals, and yeah, I'm really just happy to be helping them to sell their cards and stuff. Look at that nice, almost like a double swirl going on there of the Venusaur. That's really nice. Oh yeah, PSA 9. So yeah, some of them are actually really good grades. Like the 9s on the Clefairy and this original Zapdos. Because obviously this Zapdos got the reprint in Celebrations. And, you know, more attention might be on the ones that got printed. I was so disappointed, though, that the Lugia from the Neo series, Neo Genesis and Neo 1, like, so disappointed that this card didn't get a reprint in Celebrations. That's probably the most iconic one that missed out, I would say. Nice reverse holo Dark Dragonair there. So yeah, please remember to check out, click the link in my description, go to my eBay store. If you want to save 10% on any of these cards, you know, feel free to, you know, send me a message on social media and we can work out a deal. And last but not least, from my friends, a nice Gardevoir EX. So obviously this was reprinted in Celebrations as well, so a lot more attention might be on these ones as well. So yeah, really awesome cards there. Thank you so much to those. And last but not least, I'm adding these ones to my personal collection. So speaking of Celebrations, I've no idea what it's got a 5. It must be like an indent. Okay, yeah, I knew this one would get like a 5 or a 6, but yeah, so I'm adding this Mew to my personal collection just because I love the Mew from Celebrations. I thought it'd just be really cool just to own the original one from 2006, like 15 years ago. Wait, 15? That's almost 20 years. It's almost 20 years ago, actually. I don't know, it's many years ago. So Delta species Pikachu. I love the just little derpy face on this. Again, Yukamori, the claymation, did all the clay artworks, and I just thought it just looked really cool. I'm definitely keeping this one in my collection. It just looks awesome. And yeah, got a nice Battle Festa Pikachu. So I've got a few of the other Battle Festas, but I didn't have this one in my collection. You can see there, they did like a big tournament, and in 2015 in Japan, and you got this awesome promo card, and it just looks absolutely amazing. You got a Zoroark break in the background, Mega Mewtwo, X and Y, the Hooper that gets like cards out of your deck. Really nice. I love how they themed it like around the tournament cards at the time as well. So yeah, that's so nice. And last but not least, the last addition to my personal collection, the PSA 9 1996 super vintage Venusaur from the Japanese the base set. So, and what I like about this is that there was, I swear I saw like a little swell, I don't know, but yeah, it's first ever Venusaur, predates first edition base, and what I'm going to try and do eventually is get both the Venusaur, the Blastoise, and the Charizard in PSA 9 and just frame them together, like from the original Japanese base set. And maybe we can put the Celebrations one underneath, I don't know, because then that'll be like a 25-year gap between the two releases. But yeah, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Please, leave a comment below. Are you grading any cards with PSA? What was your favourite card from this video? I'd love to know what you're up to. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe. Remember to enter our giveaway for the Ultra Premium Collection and the VMAX box. And I will see you very soon, Pokemon fans. Gotta catch them all.
A huge thank you to our lovely patrons. They get exclusive videos, market updates, Q&As with me, and much more besides. Click the link below to join the PlaySkape Games Patreon, and I will see you very soon, Pokemon fans. Gotta catch them all.